We'll keep turning up the radio. What if you and hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a Earth 2 crypto Bitcoin OMI update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. So there's a couple things to go over. I did stream yesterday, real quick for maybe like an hour. Me and the girlfriend are getting ready to go out, and so it was kind of a surprise stream. But I'll go over there. I'll just do a recap real quick. I'll go with the content I need to go to today, and then I'll do a Q&A. So first off, we had a what I think is price manipulation a little bit. I think there is a couple things I want to go over as far as people selling, as far as people going and saying there is or in a bear market. I still don't think so yet. I still think right now that's just a correction. We've had bigger corrections like this before, not just with OMI, not just with Earth 2, but crypto in general. When people buy on margin and they buy on leverage, first let me get to whoever just did that. Who be doing that? Oh, Raythax with that $20 super chat saying, hodlers, hold on, it's going to be a bumpy ride, but oh, what a feeling in the end. Yeah, agreed 100%. Thank you, Raythax, for the $20 super chat. Just to address that real quick, and actually that goes along with what I'm saying. I have more than 6 million OMI right now. You know, I increased my holdings yesterday to over 6 million, and I'll increase them today. By the time I stream tonight at 10:15, I should have more than 6.5 million. I should have like 6.75 million OMI, and maybe I'll get close to 7 on Friday, or maybe I'll get above 7 on Friday, get a little more money. So just to also address that, why I'm doing that is because, again, some people, they buy on what's called leverage and or margin, and what happens is that you call your broker and you say like, hey, I only have $2,000 to put into Bitcoin, OMI, whatever you have, and they say, okay, so but you want to put in $4,000, so I have 2,000, can I borrow 2,000 from you? I say, okay, yeah, sure. And as that goes from, let's say you bought OMI at 0.005, you saw the dip, 0.008 went to 0.005, and then, you know, it drops, like it dropped 50% to 0.0025. Not only is your 2,000 only worth 1,000 now, but the person who you borrowed $2,000 from, that's only worth 1,000 as well. So in order to cover the losses, what that merchant will do, what that broker will do is that, hey, either you give me more money to cover these losses, or I'm going to have to not only sell the OMI that you bought on margin, but your OMI that you bought on margin as well, just to cover those losses. And if you can't give him money, then you lose everything. You lose that, you lose all that money because you bought on margin, and that's just what happens. It goes down a certain amount. People are like, oh, you can't afford to pay me, you can't afford to cover these losses, then they have to sell that, and they have to sell some of your assets as well to cover their loss. So yeah, that you see a lot of people selling just because of that reason. You see a lot of paper hands, and it's not just with OMI, it's with Bitcoin, it's with everything. Earth 2, we don't really have that yet, because Earth 2, you don't have a crypto. You have a what is promised to be a very fun game. It's promised to be something that's pretty again, ecstatic based on Nathaniel's interest and Nathaniel's talks that he had in Discord last week. Again, still promises to be very fun. I put in money every week into that game. And outside of that, you have what's called seller exhaustion, where people don't want to sell at, you know, when they lost 80% of their money. Like, it just doesn't want to happen. Again, you think the guy that put in $150,000 when it was like 0.009 or a penny is selling at a 90% loss right now? No, he's not doing that. I guarantee you he's only putting more in. Minimum, if not minimum, he's just holding, but probably putting a little more in. Like I said, I put more in as often as I can. So there was to address also a couple of rumors saying that, again, not going to tell you the name of this person, because people, I feel like, are going to go like try to fight this guy, saying that OMI is a scam, the VV app is a scam, and there's no, those are not real NFTs, because right now you can't cross-platform. And to that person's credit, that you won't be able to cross-platform those NFTs for several months, if not a couple years, just because that's what the developers have said before. Now, also in that same breath, saying that, okay, there's VV itself, you lock in not your losses, but you lock in the money into the app because you can pay right now to get gems, but you can't convert gems back to dollars and you can't convert gems to OMI. Okay, right now. Again, there have been several interviews saying that. Yes, that is what their plan is. Is there any? Is that in their white paper? I'm actually not sure that's in their white paper. I think that was always just inferred. I would have to check on that, but yeah, there are several interviews where the developers say, yeah, that's coming pretty shortly. That'll come probably within the next couple of months. Again, I don't know when exactly, but most definitely, I would say before the end of this year. And then you have people say like, "Hey, are you sure you're not broke and unemployed and not retired?" Because I made the joke the other day that saying like, "Oh, I'm putting so much into," which is true. I put so much into OMI and Earth 2 and Bitcoin that I actually, up until today, I had less than $1,000 in my account because I that's what I do. And why I will keep a bit more in my account this week and the next week is because I have to pay rent pay rent next week, and that's why I do that is partly because I can again my bills aren't exorbitant, but also because I don't see myself needing any crazy funds anytime soon. I don't like again the car if my car breaks down right now. I don't need to go out and get a new car because, again, I retired. I don't have to commute the 45 minutes to the office every day. I can again. I could work from home if I need. I could restart the machine and turn on both businesses and work from home right now if I wanted to. But I don't because I don't need to. It's less stressful this way. And again, there are some concerns about any doubt and any FUD, and a lot of this FUD has been killing the crypto as well. Oh, and I did make the other joke saying like if anything happens, I just borrow money from my girlfriend. I haven't borrowed money from her. I'll never borrow money from her. I mean, there's a thing like, hey babe, I forgot my wallet. You know, could you cover this meal or whatever? And I'm sure she'd do that the same way I'd do that for her. It's what relationships are about. You have each other's back, and yeah. So I just wanted to be 100% real with you guys on why I do certain things, why I say certain things. Most times, again, you should be able to tell if I'm joking or not. But again, if somebody says, "Well, he said this the other day," and to make it look like, okay, yeah, but I was joking when I said that. So anyway, oh wow, we got a bunch of stuff going on here. People commenting says 914, and outside of that, you had a bunch of these people come in and say, you have articles saying that Bitcoin is dead. You have articles saying that big institutions are leaving Bitcoin and going back to gold, which is ridiculous. Like these big banks that are saying that they know full well that Bitcoin's not dead. They know full well. Again, if it's like a solar flare happens, and we don't have to worry about subscribers and stuff like and cryptocurrency. Solar flare happens, computers are wiped out, the Earth is brought back to the Stone Age for a little while, because again everything's run on a computer, and a solar flare would destroy all computers and the internet. Now, in that same breath, if Bitcoin goes out, if they're saying, if Bitcoin goes to zero, okay, pretty much all other altcoins are going to zero. I think a lot of people are just scared right now because the U.S. basically has an unspoken agreement with most other countries in the world saying like, okay, you have to do deals in dollars. Whereas it was it was world news a couple of years ago when China and Russia did a deal in yuan and rupee without US dollars, and then came the sanctions. So again, you can do that with doing things without US dollars, but then the US can put sanctions on you. Is one of the things that I dislike about the US. But that being said, they kind of need to do that because the dollar is the world currency, and you kind of have to keep that. If they move away from the dollar into something else, a lot of things could fall into chaos. And that's why I'm buying Bitcoin is because that's an alternative to US dollars. So I'm doing that again, not because I think it'll have the same gains as Earth 2 and OMI. Definitely not. Again, short term, yeah, it might have only taken like a 50% loss, where OMI has taken like an 80-90% loss. Although since it got down to 0.00167 or something like that, and now it's back up to like 0.0025, so it's up like 40%, 50%, something like that. In a day, and that's how volatile it is. So when Bitcoin goes up, like 50%. In turn, OMI should go up like 80, 90. Again, it went up 50% just, from yesterday, at yesterday's low to today's high, what have you. But not only that, you have, if Bitcoin was over, all of these other altcoins were over. So it just wouldn't happen. Bitcoin has taken 80, 90% hits before. So I don't want to keep talking about Bitcoin. Kind of an Earth 2 OMI update. So moving on to some questions. Jason Mack, what's up? Junior Sanchez says, good morning, OMI fam. Good morning, everybody. Grandmaster Mawal says, OMI just keeps going down and down. It is a Christmas miracle. You're absolutely right, Grandmaster Mawal. I buy as much as I can. Again, literally talking about selling my Pokemon card at the biggest of discounts at, instead of $350 like I was going to, $325, $320. If Post Malone, who I tagged him yesterday, says, hey, I need to put more money into Bitcoin, OMI, and Earth 2. I'm going to sell this for, for $100,000 off of the lowest price on eBay, which is $420. And then say like, if he would come back and say like, yeah, I'll do it for 300, I was like, okay, fine, bet. All right, let's do it right now. Just because I can go and buy so much more OMI down here than I was when I was able to at half a penny. It's just absolutely insane. And Bitcoin as well. Instead of 65,000, you can buy here 35, 37,000. And Earth 2 coin, I could pay less for the same amount, again, for OMI and Bitcoin, and then have like, instead of having 50K left over for Earth 2, I have like 75 or 100K left over for Earth 2 when that comes out, which it'll be very nice when I actually put in that sixth figure into Earth 2. And that being said, just letting you guys know, over the last couple months, again, just keeping things real, if you don't zoom out, if you just go out like the last couple months, I've lost on paper of unrealized losses over $100,000 between Tesla, Bitcoin, and OMI. So again, I'm 100% real with you guys. I could make the argument, okay, well, I still have 100K left in Bitcoin. And I'm still up from when I bought, so let me sell that so I can so it doesn't go down any further and cut some of my losses. No, I would never do that, especially not a big company like Tesla. I think the only time maybe I would do something like that, again, not with Tesla. Let's say when I sell this card, let's say for 300,000, and I go and outside of the Bitcoin, Ethereum, Earth 2, OMI, all that. Let's say I gamble on a new coin that I think could 10x whatever, and I put 5,000 in it, and then everything starts going down again. I might sell that one poop coin for 2,500 just so I could buy in on discounts on the other things that I think are guaranteed. Again, nothing's a guarantee. Anything can go to zero, but I'm pretty sure Bitcoin and OMI are not going anywhere. And when the Earth 2 comes out, that as well. So that's the only time I would do that, is if it's a poop coin. But everything else that I 100% believe in, like Tesla, Earth 2, Bitcoin, OMI, I'm just not going to sell. It'd be stupid to sell. But yeah, over the last couple months, if you don't count the rest of time, yes, you could make the argument, okay, this guy has no idea what he's talking about. He's down over $100,000 in the last couple months of unrealized losses. Again, I wouldn't lock those in because I wouldn't. But again, just being real with you guys, letting you guys know what's going on. And I'm in it with you guys. I didn't just get in, and I didn't just lose, let's say like several $100s or 4 figures or even 5 figures. No, 6 figures. I completely erased, which I'm not concerned with because I know these are going back up. Again, just my opinion, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. But I've been here before. I've been here before in 2020 where same thing. I lost over $100,000, not just in the market, but because actual money I'd given to business owners that they weren't allowed to work, but they still had to make rent. And it's like, okay, am I paying rent? Am I giving food to my family while I'm not working? Or am I paying back you, who is, you have money to give me to spare? Yeah. Like, they felt bad about it, and yeah, could I have tried and like sue them? No, I can't try to sue them. They already have nothing. These business owners that already asked for money for expansion, that already were not allowed to work because of the pandemic, and then they still had to pay rent on everything. They still had to buy food for their kids and for their family. Like, no, I'm not going to try to sue them to squeeze what little money they have. No, that'd be the wrong thing to do. And I think in that way, I was also blessed because I know of other companies that did try to do that, and man, that sucks. And a lot of those companies went under. But because I had such loyal people, I was very, very good to them. This is why if you have a business, be very, very good to your customers. Very, very good to your clients because they take care of you. A couple people that they could have just left off and I would have left them alone. But they said, hey, actually, now we're open, a little bit, 25%. I can start paying you a little bit at a time. That's great. That's fine. Pay what you can and, we'll figure it out. So I did recover some of the losses with that. And then I got into Tesla at a huge discount. I got these Pokemon cards right before the boom. So yeah, lots of good stuff. Apple Pine says, hey, what's up, everyone? Dylan, what's up? Good morning. Is this the bottom? Again, you can never know for sure, but is this the bottom? Well, we hit 30,000 a couple times with Bitcoin, or 29,000 a couple times, but it has bounced up pretty heavily now. It was like 37. OMI bounced up from 0.00167 or something like that to now 0.0025 or something along those lines. So yeah, it's probably a pretty good bet saying that it was the bottom, and we're going to do like a little V-shaped recovery here because I still think we're in a bull market. If we're not, if we're in a bear market, if we're in this crypto winter, expect it to go lower. Which again, I'm 100% okay. Again, if it goes back up to half a penny, I put 100,000 into OMI. And then it goes back to, I lose 80%, it goes back to 0.001. And same thing with Earth 2. If Earth 2 happens to come out to the worst time, let's say I don't have the money yet when the crypto comes out, it starts at like 10 cents, it goes up to $1.50, I buy it at $1.50, it goes back down to 30 cents. I'm 100% okay with that because I believe in the project long term. I'm still going to buy a bunch of tiles. I'm still going to be buying whenever I can. Yeah, Dylan, we definitely need more. Union Sanchez, I almost got more OMI yesterday at 0.0015, but was afraid it would keep going down. Seems like we might rebound, especially now with the exchange. With the exchange news. Yeah, so per that Bitcoin, or per that thumbnail, there's a thing called BSC Daily, which is basically the Binance Coin Daily. It follows what everyone does on Binance. It follows out of the 90,000 followers or 80-something thousand followers that it has, it does the 100 people that it follows happens to be investing type things, like the CEO of Binance, like these other things. And it was saying that, yeah, we have all of these NFT coins that are listed on Binance right now, and these are the ones that are not. And when he posted, these are the ones that are not listed on Binance, like the top 30 or 40 comments were all about OMI. Yes, OMI. There was like a couple in there about Atari, which was cool. I did not know Atari had a coin. I probably should look into that because that's a pretty wild and broad-based thing, which I would love to be a part of. Again, small, I wouldn't throw 100 grand in there right now, but maybe a couple grand once I sell the card. Yeah, it wouldn't be too bad of an idea for me. But yeah, most of the rest was about OMI, so they know what how excited people are about that. And Earth 2, why I think Earth 2 is going to spike, again, not just the tiles, although you have tiles like Taiwan and Mali that are just continuously being, and Georgia, oh my God, not Georgia the state, Georgia the country that's next to Russia, things are being bought at a exponential rate that hasn't been bought in those countries before. Yeah, I got 10 likes, thanks guys. That's happened, I don't know, maybe because new megacities, maybe because Joker's buying there, Predict has a megacity there. I don't know why, but a lot of these things like, again, Taiwan, Mali, and Georgia have been going up through the heckin' roof as far as tile growth is going. So Chavez Topia staying steady at $1.69. I like it there. But there is only, according to my friend Preston, like only 2,200 more tiles there of Class 2. As soon as that's over, Class 3. So yeah, Antarctica's got a lot of tiles available, not many in Class 2 anymore. After these next, after these next couple of tiles that are sold, the next 2,000, 2,200, on to Class 3. So if you want to get like a 750 tile plot, or if you want to get some tiles in there, that would be the time to do it. Get in Class 2 before Class 3. Again, there's probably going to be some type of benefit that Class 3 has, Class 2 doesn't, but we know that resources and mining and SSL, that we're going to get more from the Class 1 and Class 2 than we'll get in Class 3 and Class 4. Unicension is coming soon. Oh, Linux, what's going on? Maxwell Cooks, I hope I can get more while it's still under 0.003. Same here, girl. Amar Youssef, what's going on? Says, hey, Randy, I appreciate everything you do to provide awareness to the OMI token holders during these times. Knowledge is power. I hope to see you in Dubai one day. 100%. Amar, there's a bunch of people who want me to fly everywhere, but Dubai is one of the main places I want to go. Again, Raythax, thank you for that $20 super chat. And Raythax, I might call you out a little bit here. Remember in Avengers, the first one, where Loki is telling everyone outside this music hall in Germany to kneel before him, and this old guy that's probably like either a World War II veteran or he's Jewish, and he just says like, there are always men like you, and Loki's just basically says, first, there are no men like me, so jot that down, and then he says, a lesson from your elders. Raythax is not an elder, but he's slightly older than me, saying, hodlers, hold on. I've gone through this once before. In 08, 09, I didn't really know what was going on. I wasn't in the financial. I was like still in high school, so I wasn't really in the financial world yet. I knew enough to see what was going on a little bit, but 2020 is really the first time I got punched in the face. Like the first time, like financially, like, okay, I lost a lot of money here. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't take it well. But take it from me, that's been here before. Take it from Raythax, who's, I imagine, seen a couple of these before. That's going to be a bumpy ride, but what a feeling it'll be in the end on the other side. Everything's going to be okay. If it's a poop coin that you invested in, it might not be. It probably won't be. There's going to be a lot of those. There's going to be a lot of NFT people that are, even other NFTs, just because an NFT doesn't really mean that it's worth a lot. But if it's attached to a good product, like I believe, like Vivi is, like Earth 2 is, like Bitcoin, then you will have something that is going to stick around and outpace everyone. And again, it's a long-term hold. Bitcoin was pennies for a while, for years. But now it won't take that long to go where Bitcoin had gone, because it's something that Bitcoin was the first, and that barrier to entry is so hard. Now the barrier to entry is a little bit, less. Like the barrier to entry is not as much because many people are new and they're aware now. They're not new. They're not wet in between the nose. They're not wet in between the eyes. They're not green anymore. They're veterans. They know about it, especially kids. Kids be knowing about NFTs since Fortnite and Minecraft. They are well ahead of us in what's cool, what's popular, what will be the future. They are the future. If you want to look into what the next app is going to be, if you have kids or your friends have kids, look at what they're downloading, look at what they're doing, and you can read the future. You can read markets that way. It's really insane. James Good said, "Yo, what up, OMI fam? Howdy, James Good. Where's my curry? As anyone who has FUD about E2, let me know. I'll buy your tiles." Yeah, my God, I don't understand people that are just right now selling their OMI, selling their E2 tiles. Like E2 tiles, we are literally on the precipice of phase 2. Whether it comes out in a couple weeks or it comes out in several months or even next year. Like it's like a person who's playing football, is practicing on his football team, and then he quits before their first scrimmage, before their first game. Like you're just about to start to have fun. Why are you doing this? Keith Smith says, I'll sell you my US tiles, no discount. No, I wouldn't buy anything right now unless it's a place that I wanted, unless it is in my megacity in Antarctica. I'm not going to buy new tiles. Again, unless it's in a place that I really want, or unless it's in Antarctica where my megacity is, I will only buy off the marketplace, because you can get those same things, those same tiles for very, very cheap. You can get them for 30, 40, 50. In America, you probably get it for 80% off. Again, probably class 3 or class 2. I don't know how many people have class 1 tiles that are selling at that discount. I don't think any. Not at that discount, anyway. I don't even think I have class 1. Like, in December when I got in, there was no class 1 tiles in the US left. There was only class 2. That was it. Moving on. Holly says OMI price up 45%. Wow. Get it, OMI. Yeah, all right, see, but bull market's back. No, But yeah, like I said, I'll buy here, I'll buy down there. I don't care I don't know or care what it's going to do short term. All I know is long term. Where again, in my mind, I know. I actually had a dream about it last night. Maxwell Cook says exchange gems back for money will probably come out when they take care of that 30% cut the app stores are taking. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, um, when you put in money for gems, let's say you put in $100 worth, and you get 100 gems, but VV only gets $70 because either Google or Apple, whichever one, the Play Store that you downloaded it from, they take $30 out of that, which is insane. Yeah, but also if you wanted, you could get an NFT without having to put in any gems at all. As you will be able, I don't know if you can do it now, but you should be able to just pay for it in OMI, or I think that's an update that's coming. You're gonna be able to pay for it in OMI. Now, why you would want to sell your OMI, beyond me. But yeah, instead of actually buying gems, if you just had OMI, you could transfer it into your OMI wallet and then use OMI to buy that NFT, and it goes right from your wallet to the Burn wallet. So you could do that, and again, people could do that and say like, oh, in this drop, we all paid in OMI. They didn't make any money, which again, you could. I don't know why you'd want to, but yeah, these prices that Burn is going to be ridiculous on Thursday. I can't wait. Again, I don't know what it is yet. I could have sworn I saw Superman, but I can't find anything on it now. So keep it posted. He's missed, yeah, Bitcoin took about a 50% haircut. Yeah, it was at 65. It was down, yeah, like even higher, like 52, 53, whatever. And now it's on the way back up. Keith Smith says, I hope it goes down more so I can buy cheaper, but it's not good for those who bought at the top. Yeah, I mean, especially if they have to sell. And I also made it's very easy to find panic, and it's very easy to find people that are panic selling, which again, I think you're having seller exhaustion right now. Like I want to call it stupidity, the naiveness of some people thinking that they're going to put in their rent money or car payment, or they're putting in money that they might need, that is stupid. That is idiotic. Do not put in money that you think you're going to need again. Only put in money that you're willing to lose. And people put in this money and they say, well, I need to pay rent somewhere. I need to, I have my car broke now, so now I had to, go pay. So they sell at such a huge discount that it's great for us because we're the ones that are buying. So eventually, all of those people that are selling, it's going to change hands. It's going to come into our hands that are hodlers long term. And again, once between me and a bunch of my Patreon members and a bunch of people in here that have have a $250 million OMI right now between all of us, we'll have a lot more in the next couple months as as I get that card, as that sells, as we all just buy more and continue to buy the dip. But still, that's only going to grow. The hodlers that are here, maybe they start selling a little bit at 10 cents, at 25 cents, at 50 cents. But for the most part, like I said, I'm not going to sell. I would rather actually sell Bitcoin before I would sell Tesla before I would sell Bitcoin. I'll probably just sell more Pokemon cards because again, the Pokemon cards I could buy back. I guess Tesla you can buy back too, but yeah. So keeping everyone posted. Maxwell is seeing a lot more complaints about people not being able to withdraw money quickly from E2. Chances are they locked in their crypto losses and trying to find an excuse why they don't have friend money. Yeah, a couple people do that as well. I'm not sure why, because they Earth2 had come out, or at least Shane had tweeted that all of the issues that they were having with withdrawals were pretty much over, and that they had right now you only had to wait between 24 and 48 hours for that withdrawal. I was like, great, okay. And again, that's what the credit card's coming. So that's why I think the crypto or new news will be announced very, very soon. Keith Smith says, yeah, Solar Flare destroys all the backup servers too. Yep. Rohan Cass says, I'm turning 18 next week. I'll be getting my bank account soon, and I'm going to have access to $12,000 US in it, and I'm planning on putting half of it in either OMI or E2 crypto. I don't know. Again, not my advice, but if I was, let's say, talking to my girlfriend, I would say, like, hey, listen, if you have $12,000, I would put 50% of that into Bitcoin. I would put 25% of that into OMI, and then the rest into either like Ethereum, Cardano, and save maybe 10% for Earth2. Binance Coin also. But yeah, save 10% for Earth 2 crypto. Just because that's what I would tell her. In the investing where you have 60, 20, 20, like 60% stocks, 20% bonds, 20% yada yada. So I would say, I'm sorry, treasuries. And I would go and tell my girlfriend that. I would kind of make it like a 60, 20, 20 with 60% Bitcoin, 20 and other things. But I believe in OMI so much. I would cut Bitcoin down a little bit and put a little more into OMI. And then Earth 2, as soon as it comes out, again, I'm in. But if I am telling the girlfriend this, they're like, no, you talk about OMI and Earth 2 and how they're all going to be, the gains going to be so much more than Bitcoin. And she asked me, why would I put more into Bitcoin? And I was like, okay, it's just an in case. It's just hedging your bet. It's just an in case. Because when you have a bunch of countries that are mining Bitcoin, taking Bitcoin because they see the dollar in peril, with the government printing trillions of dollars just this year, yeah, it's probably a good idea just to have Bitcoin, just in case for right now, just because in case that dollar collapses and it needs a quick replacement. Again, China wants to put their own digital currency out there to be number one, but it's going to be Bitcoin. It's not going to be anything else but Bitcoin. So I'd say, hey, just do that, just to have a little fun. You will thank me later. Again, just my opinion. Again, talking to my girlfriend if she was going to do that. Well, Keith Smith basically said that why E2 does not have a crypto already is because they were working on that separately from when they were working on parts of phase 2 with Essence and Resources, and then they got the call, they got the contracts, like, okay, well, now we have to rework everything to attach it to Essence and Resources. And again, I don't know 100% how they're going to do it, but that's for the most part, that's how they're going to do it. And when they announce it exactly what they do, I'll be very happy. Those things just take time. The coding, that will take time. So that's why. But yeah, Rohan Kath, happy birthday next week, and I hope that this helps. Dylan says we are up to 0.0027 OMI, which is great. No problem, Rohan Kath. Ray T says, my crypto so sad. Yeah, the crypto is definitely taking a hit, but it is recovering nicely. OMI's been going up. Alan Thompson says, hey Randy, I just sold half of my Doge to get me up to 1 million OMI. You did it, Alan Thompson. You did it. You got 1 million OMI. I feel like what's his name from Stranger Things, where he talks to Steve Harrington. He's like, you did it, Steve. You want to fight. After he knocks out the Russian. Spoilers for Stranger Things season 3. Dustin, that's his name. I love him so much. He's great. Nixon says, yo, Randy, what's up with the title? I don't even know what the title is. The title is, yeah, the FUD. FUD driving down crypto and how that affects the Earth 2 and OMI. Basically, as the FUD drives down Bitcoin, that does affect OMI because, and with the Earth 2 crypto when that comes out. But Earth 2 crypto, OMI, any other digital currency will kind of have a symbiotic circle with, what do you call it? With Bitcoin. Hey now, hey, feel excited, it's all around me. I did not know any Hillary Duff songs, so I just went for 2 Hillary Duff songs. That is my 30-minute Patreon member shout out. I love them all. That was a kind of it. When I get another song in my head, I'll have a good one. So yeah, that's what I was saying with the title. Just a lot of FUD, a lot of people trying to, I think, purposeful manipulation of the Bitcoin market to get it down lower so that they can buy it at a cheaper price. And they do that by scaring people. They do that by having titles come out saying that Bitcoin is dead, institutions getting out of Bitcoin and going back into gold, like just absolute ridiculous. As they know it's not. They know it's. It actually really pisses me off that they try to do that. Like, they're trying to screw people out of their money. They're trying to tell people, no, sell now because it's going to go to zero. And they panic sell because that's what, I think, what MSNBC or CNBC, that's what they were reporting. Meanwhile, the owners of CNBC or MSNBC are Comcast, and the owner of Comcast, who has a son that owns OWL, Overwatch League, that is coming out with crypto of their own. So when they're putting anti-crypto things just so the price can get lower, just so that, I'm pretty sure, again, it's not just them, it's a bunch of people spouting everything from China, basically reiterating what China did in 2017. trying to make it think that China banned crypto, trying to make people think that crypto is being not allowed. Like very funny coincidence. All this is happening at the time when Binance is being investigated, even though they never done anything wrong to my knowledge. It's just very, very disheartening that they're trying to screw people out of money. But again, for us hodlers, for us people that view this as a gift, thank you God, us buying in at these really cheap prices, it's great for us, but it's really bad for some people that do get manipulated. I don't feel bad for them. Ron has fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Yes, that is what it is. John Doe says, Israel, Palestine, both or neither. Oh, wow. All right. I dislike death on any side. It is, again, I've served with some IDF people, Israeli Defense Forces, and they were nice to me. They were cool. But in that same breath, back in the day, you had, Palestine have all this land near Jerusalem, and Israel had this much land, 60 years ago. And as time goes on, Palestine's land gets really small, and Israel's land goes like this. And yeah, Hamas from Palestine is really bad terrorist group. Like, again, not the people, just some members of Hamas that try to carry out these attacks. And of course, why they came to power, Hamas, that's a whole different story. I could do like a 6-hour video on that, and the nuances between them for the past several thousand years. And it's just, I hate to see death of civilians and kids on either side. I hope it stops soon. I don't know what happened. I know Trump had them sign like an agreement last year or 2 years ago. I don't know what happened to that peace agreement, why things are going on. But I hope the fighting stops soon. Keith Smith says, E2 crypto, heck yeah. Curton55 says, people don't understand they can turn E2 into passive income if the game pops off. Yeah. I did a whole video on that. I think I've done streams on that of saying, okay, well, if you're an artist, go and be an artist there. Offer to draw on people's houses, make cool epic paint. Again, designer, make these really cool cat pajamas for your avatar. If you make cat pajamas for your avatar, I guarantee people will buy. Why? Because cats have pretty much taken over the internet without even trying. They're in tacos. They're taco cat. Parry grip people. This is his first grade SpongeBob. People love cats. And again, I've lived with a teenager for years. You can get a teen to buy anything if it's got a cute cat on it that comes in a leopard print. You think people aren't going to buy that for their avatars in Earth 2? You're crazy. Mining resources, selling those resources, mining resources on other people's property, getting loot, the warring world, gambling, like so many different ways of passive income, ad revenue, games. Again, if you have an attached where your actual store is to an Etsy store, attached to your eBay, oh my God, yeah. Even things like me where I put on singing competitions and there will be cash prizes. People are going to be doing that. I guarantee you I'm not the only one. Guarantee I'm not going to be the biggest one. Yeah, letting you guys know. Dear Hunter5225 says, I can understand the FUD with Earth 2, consistent delays on releases, slow progress in the last 6 months, and prices are only going up. But people have to be looking for the future. This isn't short. Yeah, same thing. I don't. When I invested in Tesla last year, I didn't expect it to like 3 and 5 and 6x right away. I knew it was undervalued, but I was, long game, 2030. It just recovered very, very quickly, and all the years why it stayed undervalued, that all just came, like I think OMI is going to do. All those years where Tesla was undervalued, it all came to a head at one stop after the dip in 2020. Boom, went supernova. Because again, disruptive technologies, those are the ones, disruptive and innovative technologies are the ones that are going to thrive in bear markets. Now with OMI having all these amazing catalysts, but the price wasn't even trading sideways. The price has been trading down for several weeks, if not the past couple months. And you're seeing a little bit of a recovery, or it's up like 45% right now. But yeah, I think that's nothing. That's just people saying, oh, I'm going to buy the dip because it's so cheap. You have cross trading, people that are panic selling, the people that are buying right now, and then people like Lee that just never sold, just continuing to buy. Gad Almighty says, if my calculations are correct, When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're going to see some serious stuff. OMI strong, diamond hands, 100% agreed. And again, these burns are ridiculous, and which is great. I love the fact that we're burning so much OMI. I'm sorry, my voice is a little hoarse. Been talking a lot. I don't, even if it gets to 20 cents by the end of the year, I don't think I could sell. I couldn't because it's, let's say it does go down from there back to 10 cents or even 5 cents. I know at some point it's going to go to 50 cents. I know at some point it's going to $1. I just can't, I can't sell at that price. Curve Time 5 High says FUD is important. Shakes the paper hands. Yes, it does get away those paper hands. Hang on, I'm going to fix my voice here. Deer Hunter says, Randy, did you hear about the 4chan conspiracy with Bitcoin an alleged insider was posting? I didn't. Let me know about that down below in the comments, Deer Hunter. We got to know. KrepoBrooke says, my man, you look pumped. Working out again? I'm trying my very best. I had 2 burgers yesterday. I was out with Danielle, and we ate so much. We drank some beer. We went to this German place. I haven't been to a German place since I was in Germany. It was really good. Ren's yoked up. Yeah, Deer Hunter. Yeah. I'm trying to flex. I had a protein shake this morning too. Eugenio Tondo says, hey Randy, I think Vive, they have a backlog of NFT to create. Yeah. I'm guessing, or maybe they are just waiting for the right moment to change gear to a big audience. No, they definitely have a huge backlog. Again, I think they're lying when they say they have 5 to 6 years worth of product lined up. I think they have several decades worth of product lined up. Again, just with DC, just with the big heroes of Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, that's a year or two just from that. Not including, again, they haven't mentioned Star Wars or Disney or Pokemon, although we're pretty sure we know that's coming. NFL, that is so much history. Oh my God, that's so much history outside of NFL. And they have MLB. We saw on the source code they have Marvel. Marvel's pretty much been leaked by this point. Again, whether it's Cavell Anderson or them showing it actual on the website, they had it as Marvel, and then they took Marvel away. So it's not an official announcement. But anyway, let's go to Transformers. They have maybe, I don't know, 6 to 8 to a year's worth of Transformers stuff, most likely, just because there's so many characters. Same thing with Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty's been around since '74. But yeah, it's been around for a long time. Same thing with My Little Pony. Same thing with Jurassic Park and Star Trek. Yeah, they have definitely decades worth of stuff that they could drop if they wanted to. Yeah, moving on. Rowan Cat says, "Oh yes, I saw the 4chan post too. Apparently, it's going to rocket back up very soon. Man, I gotta buy soon." Space Kona says, "I'm an OMI millionaire. You did it, Space Kona. You did it. My man." And my shoulder still hurts. I don't know how I'm going to do chest later. God Almighty says, Randy, bro, once OMI rises to the $1, me and Staying Alpha are going to throw a nice OMI party here in Miami. You can come. I can't wait. I'll be there soon. I'll be going to like West Palm Beach next year with the girlfriend. I cannot wait to not be cold ever again. Deer Hunter says, I oddly trust 4chan. Yeah, 4chan has, they will surprise you in sometimes the best ways. Sometimes in the worst ways, but sometimes in the best ways. They're very, very, very good at what they do. Original insider predictions actually hit in the time frame they predicted. The plan worked. Bull run to 70K soon is the last alleged message from an insider. I can't wait. Eugenio Tondo says, I diversified a little bit. I bought BNB also when I saw it at $293 at coin. BNB, like Binance coin? Is that what BNB is? Well, I think BNB, I think of Airbnb. I don't know why. I think that's Binance though. Deer Hunter says the same. Yesterday was a buying day. Triple my Bitcoin, double my ETH, bought BNB and cake. Damn, Deer Hunter, you went hard. I'm jealous. Maxwell Cook says, it would be so easy for a whale to manipulate OMI right now. It's scary. Yeah. Again, you had someone that spent less than $200,000 when it was at 0.0035, when it made it up to 0.005. So it raised it up. I don't know what that is. That's like 50%. Thank you guys for 20 likes. So when he raised it up 50%, just with $200,000, and that's at, yeah, I guarantee you, when I put in that 100K, you're going to see that big candle go. Pew! You're going to see a lot of it. A lot of money is going to flow in. Dear Hunter says, I'm in this telegram called Poo Coin Pumps, and I watched them pump Gandalf to 19x on Saturday. Oh my God. I mean, if you're in one of those telegrams and you have some insider info and you can make trades, that's not really insider info. That's just people trying to pump, which I guess you can. I mean, Wall Street does it. Why can't we? Yeah, but that's why I wouldn't get into those poo coin pumps, just because let's say I buy it when it's only at 10x, goes up nice. Oh, I think great. I go to bed and then I go down and it's just it's poop. It's down to nothing again. That's why I wouldn't get in. But clearly, people can make heckin' lots of money. John Doe says the way to stop war is by MAD. Sell nukes to every country. I thought you meant like Mothers Against Drunk Driving. You misspelled that. Yeah. America tends to not mess with countries that have nukes. Should we arm? Should we arm all of the Middle East with nukes? I don't know if that's a good idea. Really don't know if that's a good idea. But yeah, you could try it, but you could probably only try it once, because if it turns out great. Turns out bad. Very, very bad. Dear Hunter says, I haven't participated in it actually, but it does work kind of scarily. Yeah, it does. If you get 1,000 people to buy a coin with 25,000 market cap all at the same time, it'll pop. Yeah, agreed. See, I don't like. I'd be too scared. I'd be too scared to do that. Maxwell Cook says, I wish I could dump more into OMI, but I went all in on my risk budget in January, February for E2, only 2K. Ideally, E2 will possibly pay some of my bills while I hodl OMI. Yeah, I think it can as well. If some people want to host an event, and let's say they want to have a person playing guitar there, like a live, yeah, do it. That's another way to make money as well, which I didn't even think of. Oh my God, hiccups. Must get more OMI before new exchange. Agreed. Chill Crazy said, once Vivi releases Jurassic Park and a new movie comes out, bam. Yeah. That might be something that they're waiting for too. They might wait for the movie trailer to drop, the movie itself to drop, before they actually drop the NFT for it. So if they do drop the NFT for that as the movie comes, yeah, that'd also be really cool, and that would be great. I don't think they'll do this, but people have had speculation saying, wouldn't it be cool if at the end of a movie or during a commercial break, an intermission, they had a QR code on the screen that you could scan so that you can get your own NFT, like a special NFT that wasn't available for purchase. You just had to see the movie to get it. That'd be really cool. That'd be really amazing. Maxwell Cook says, Vivi still has 3 NFTs that have been coming soon for a couple months now. Ultraman 1, Ghostbusters, and one other. Ooh, Ghostbusters. Very nice. Buster's Garage says, I told my boss to hold Amazon. He had 40K worth of Amazon in 2004. I said, online shopping is going to be even bigger. What do you do with it? Amazon, eBay in the early 2000s, by definition, disruptive. Uh-oh. Sadly, my boss didn't keep. He sold Amazon $40 each, and bought a convertible. People are their own worst enemies sometimes. People they don't have patience. They don't have that delayed gratification. They don't have the patience of buying and holding. They want that quick flip. And yeah, I get it. If you buy, like, let's say some people that bought yesterday at 0.00167 and they buy at 0.00334 and they double their money. Okay, well, you doubled your money in like 2 days. I guess I can't blame you for that. I didn't go broke by taking a profit, but at the same time, like, this has so much room to run. Yeah. Daddy Dollars, what's up? What's up, Randy? Do you think Superman is the next VV for the retweet? Yeah, so I think it is. They haven't had any official announcement, but they did that on their Twitter and on their Instagram as well. So I hope so. Big Daddy Superman. But Theolio says, if everyone that bought at the OMI dip over the weekend was to sell right now, you walk away with a profit, and toilet paper hands will once again sell in the panic. Then we just buy again. That's true. I would not want to risk that, though. I would not want to risk selling my position, which is, by the end of the day, it'll be almost 7 million OMI. And then, God forbid, it just goes up. It's like, oh, well, now I got to buy back less than I had. Now I'm going to be able to buy the 5 million. No, I wouldn't do that. I'm too scared. 40,000 in Amazon shares in 2004 was 1,000 shares. Oh my God, he'd be so rich right now. That split a couple times since then, I believe. No, it didn't split. It didn't split. Amazon doesn't split. Apple splits a lot. Maxwell Cook says it's hard for me to find artists for EDM land this early in E2 stage. Yeah. This early because again, you can't really do too much. It's hard to get people to commit to things. So I don't want to commit to things. So many people ask me, "Hey, buy tiles here, buy tiles here, buy tiles in my megacity." It's like I would love to have Chavez Embassy everywhere, but if I did that, I'd be spending $20 a day, on that stuff. I can't right now. Buster Garage says, "Yep, that taught me to buy and hold." People will have lessons. People have had mistakes, and they learn. Hopefully, they learn from them. When I say not to sell certain Pokemon cards, and then they shoot to the moon, or when they buy and sell Tesla at too cheap of a return, they learn eventually to hold. They learn to hodl. Again, if you had bought Bitcoin in 2017 for 17,000, then 2018 went down to 3,000, like 3,800. If you sold, you fudged up. If you held, even if you didn't buy, if you just held, you're in a fantastic position right now. But even if you did not, if you didn't do that, if you bought on the way down, yeah, you're in an even better position right now. Because again, it's what's happened. John Doe says the best thing you can do is invest, forget about it, and come back 10 years later. Agreed 100%. Dear Hunter 5225 says had 57,000 Doge in 2019. So hold for 140. Oh my God, dear Hunter, I'm so sorry. Well, yeah, that's what I said. I won't sell this even when it goes to $1, let's say mid 2020s, because I think again, as let's say when I'm my girlfriend's age, when I'm in 17 years, I will think this could be more than $5. So I'm not selling it. I'm definitely not selling it now. More than $5, that gets me well over that $10 million mark. Especially if I have like 30 million shares at that point. Yeah. Moving on. Vittori Jean Pascal says, should Chavez-topia have nukes? I don't know what they're going to have in the warring world. I mean, if we want to try to terraform Mars, probably going to need nukes. I don't know how you're going to terraform actual plots of land in the ocean or terraform plots of Chavez-topia. There's been a couple people saying like, well, Chavez-topia probably doesn't have a lot of resources. It might just have water, ice, maybe fishing. Yeah, maybe. But I also think that they're going to have some other things in there as well. Maybe white diamonds. I don't know. I'll keep you all posted. John Doe says, should Alpha Kingdom and Dork's Lair have nukes? I don't know if they would be kind to each other with that. Zillow says he nukes on every stream. And lets us know I do. I go crazy on every stream. Justin Holmes says, not so sure about Superman. Look back at their Instagram and also posted Star Trek, which hasn't even. Yeah, that's true. Star Trek hasn't even been announced yet. That'd be crazy if they did do Star Trek, like just drop. What? Yeah, that'd be fun. Curve955 says, I'm not selling. Period. I will eat dandelion off the ground. Yeah, and I'm thankful. Like even if I had no money, I have like a month's worth of MREs that I have access to. So I was like, okay, I will gain so much weight eating those MREs, but yeah, I'll do that. Of protein. I have to buy more protein. So again, this is what I'm doing. Just a recap. I got a new comment. Gmail Scout Chavez-topia should have ill-tempered penguins. It probably will. Penguin sanctuaries, lots of nature sanctuaries. It'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, again, just to recap a little bit for those that have just joining, those that have stayed here. Basically, there's been a lot of FUD going on, that the fear, uncertainty, and doubt that had affected the Bitcoin price, which affects the OMI price, which is affecting, or would have affected Earth 2 if they had a crypto as well. A lot of people are getting tired that they don't have a phase 2 with Earth 2 yet. And then a bunch of other people, typically on my end, are just like, wait, like, I don't care when it comes. As soon as it comes, I buy as much as I can. Buy as much as I can. And you have whales like that. You have people, not just people like me that can put in a couple grand. I'm talking about people that can put in 5-6 figures. Like it's nothing. We haven't seen somebody put in 7 figures yet. That will happen. When they do, I will say, I told you so. I will say, I told you so. And then again, I was accused of being on unemployment and being broke, or being not being broke, being unemployed and being poor, as opposed to being retired and keeping my account low because I put it in other things. Again, not going to tell you which person said that, just because that is I don't want like a giant mob going to that person, them trying to figure out where that person lives or anything. But yeah, no, I did make a joke the other day saying that, oh yeah, if I need to, I could just if my car exploded, just borrow something from my girlfriend and get, which I could if I wanted, but again, I don't want to borrow money from her, like, unless it's like, hey babe, I forgot my wallet, and you cover my meal or drinks or whatever, and I do the same thing for her, vice versa. But yeah, I think sometimes when people quote what I say and they don't get like the in-jest joke, it's like, oh well, that looks really bad. And yes, I have on paper the last 3 months, if you don't account the last 6 months or year or any other time within the last three or 4 months, I have lost about on paper unrealized losses over 6 figures, about 100,000 give or take. And again, just being real with you guys, just letting you guys know that. But that's only if I sell and lock in those losses, which I never would. I would never do that. Again, the only way I would is if, after I sold this card, I put, let's say, like $5,000 in, let's say, Shiba coin, and then that Shiba coin goes from $5,000 down to 2,500 because let's say we're in a bear market. I would sell that Shiba coin just to buy more of other things, because I know that in a bear market, poop coins will be the first to go. Doesn't matter how hard you pump. Yay, 25 likes. Thanks, guys. Oh, wow. Antarctica has a lot of resources in Earth 1. It's just protected by a treaty. That is true. The U.S. actually has bases down there, or a base down there. But it's not like U.S. has claimed Antarctica as its own. Nobody can. No one country can claim Antarctica as its own land. It's just bases where they operate and do stuff. So yeah. Vasilios, the Chavez will be the ice provider for Mr. Softy. Come see Mr. Softy. Lynn X says, is it worth buying VV NFTs right now? Yeah, you could sell those. Again, I think so, just because they're collector's items. Even though, again, if you listen to that person that accused me of being poor and unemployed and pumping this scam coin, as he calls OMI, he says, no, they're not real NFTs because you can't put them on any of the platforms. Okay, NFTs and NFT, like NBA Top Shot, I'm pretty sure you can't take NBA Top Shot and put those NFTs on Decentraland or My Neighbor Alice right now, or Earth 2 or VV. Now, VV NFTs will be on other people's platforms. It's just going to take either several months or a couple years to do so. I think about 2 years. Same thing with Earth 2. They're probably going to have that as well. I think it's worth it because, again, they're collector's items. They're not only disrupting art, they are disrupting the collectibles industry, which is why I love it so much. I found it by accident, but I was like, oh, this is happening. It's very, very good. I enjoyed it a lot. John Doe says, I don't understand millionaires and poor people and low-riding cars like Honda mods and Lamborghinis. You can't go anywhere with a dip or a speed bump or even on gravel. Yeah, I don't understand that either. Like for me, I've never owned a pickup truck. I've driven them in the military. I've driven them other places. But if I want like a car to like take me places, like I want something with like heavy-duty coil springs where I can hit a pothole and not get destroyed. I want something that can carry a lot of cargo in the trunk. Cybertruck, baby. Cybertruck, baby. Zio says, Linux, that gold silver dragon girl would be the only thing I'd buy on. Yeah, that does look good. But I buy pretty much every drop that I can. I buy it because it's, again, you could flip it the next day if you wanted to, but I don't. I'm gonna keep mine for a while. I do have my Batman on sale, just so I can honestly, I'm just gonna do that just so I can burn more OMI. I think what that will become in the future, that Batman, I don't know maybe it'll 6x, maybe it'll 10x, but I'd rather burn the OMI down here. Buster's Garage with that $5 super chat saying, for Dashi Gardens, VR Dashi, so you can commission a big, yes, Dashi statue. I'm sorry, Dashi is being covered right now. Yes, so there you go. You can see Dashi and all of the glory. It's D-A-S-H-Y. I don't know why the captions, the closed captions on this, they spell it as a I. But it is a Y. I will turn Dashi towards you guys in my next stream, probably tonight. Vasilo says, Sheepcoin has over 500,000 holders. That is a lot of holders. A lot of holders for Sheepcoin. should the U.S. have bought Greenland? I think that would have been great. We haven't gotten new land in a long time since like Hawaii became a state. I think was Hawaii the last one or Alaska the last one. Either way, we haven't gotten new land in a long time. I think Greenland would have been a very good choice. I think Trump wanted to do that just because it's close to Russia. We could have a base close to there. A lot of our NATO bases are in Europe. We don't have one in Greenland, so that would have been a strategic place to put an Air Force base. Because that particular spot of Greenland, not even the whole, there's just parts of Greenland that they would have, they're losing money on that part. Like they have to consistently support that piece of land with money. So it would have been a good deal for both places, for both parties, but owners did not want to do that. But Trump hasn't officially announced the 2024 presidential campaign, but he's taking the steps to do so, saying that he has fixed Trump Force One. He has fixed his Trump plane, a 747 to go on. He's old. If he would have ran years ago, I'd be like, yeah, maybe not a bad idea, but getting a little older now. But although that being said, he recovered from COVID in like 2 days, and it seems the presidency seems to not really have affected Trump. Maybe he's a step slower, but for the most part, he handled that job very, very well. Like as far as not letting affect him. Bush definitely looked older after 8 years. Obama looked mostly the same. He just turned gray. Trump just looked the same, maybe because he was so old by that point. Yeah. Oh, moving on. Oh God, where'd it go? Rohan Cat says the UK is keeping the islands just so they can claim some sort of authority over a port of Antarctica. Oh, that's why they do that. Sneaky, sneaky. I'm gonna do another Avril song. You were everything, everything that I wanted. We were meant to be, supposed to be, but we lost it. I love you guys so much. After this, I do have to go to the bank. I have to go drop off a Pokemon card at the post office. Then I'm going to go to the gym. And then I'm going to nap later as well. Maxwell Cook says, having Season 1 and Season 2 NFTs will be gold in a few years. I think so too. I think the first appearances of, like I tell my Pokemon fans, the first appearance of any Pokemon, that's what's going to have a premium, and base set. Base set was the first set out there, the main set. So I think any first appearances that you have of things that haven't come out yet, like let's say Jurassic Park, say Transformers or Shrek, yeah, whenever they come out, Season 2, 3, 4, whatever. But anything in Season 1 of Vivi is going to be huge because that's the first set. It'll always be the first set. That is going to be a lot one day. I guarantee it. Outside of that, in respect with Earth 2, if we take that same principle, yay, 25 likes. If we take that same principle and we go to Earth 2, I would say, okay, well, what was the first building ever created? What was the first mining operation ever set up? It might be hard to prove that, but yeah, that's something that I think will have great significance because, again, it's history. It's nostalgia. Even right now, guarantee you in 10 years, we are going to be nostalgic for this time. Let's say in 10 years from now, by 2030, let's say Earth 2 is publicly traded. People are going to look at us and say like, wow, these were the people that helped make it happen. Obviously, most of the credit's got to go to the developers because they're putting in so many hours of work. But people like, again, if you don't know who Guidebook Gaming is, they're linked down below. They give away Class 1 tiles, keeping the community, help keep the community alive. Outside of me, they actually do stream the most because they do stream every day. I stream twice a day, they don't stream once a day, but they do stream every day, and they haven't missed a stream. They help keep the community alive during, downtimes like this. Earth 2 Meta, Aria Realty, they make videos once in a while, but Guidebook Gaming, Nameless, and King Tech Ops, they are crazy with their streams. I love it. Bull Combo does a video once a week. My videos are, again, I stream twice a day about it, but I guarantee you there are people going to go back to this time and then be like, wow, these people help. The people in general, the interests that help keep the game alive, and they just help propel it to the next level. Guarantee, I guarantee you, I won't have 2,900 subscribers at that point. I don't know what it'll be like in 2030. Hopefully, I don't lose more hair. Hopefully, I get my teeth fixed, and yeah, we're all good. Again, Buster's Garage, thank you for that $5 super chat, or €5 super chat, I think, for Dashy Gardens. Yeah, all right, so definitely either not an NFT of Dash, definitely a statue of Dashy. People want a statue of Dashy. They've wanted a statue of my beard. I don't know. They put my beard on Dashy. I don't know. Maxwell Cook says, I like common and uncommon Dragon Girl. Can't see. Yeah, you can't see the tattoos on the rare and ultra rare. And the artwork, I feel like, comes from the tattoos, comes from the trends, the colors that clash against each other, which I like. Again, just me. Matilio says, I don't like tats on my women, so I'm good. You don't like tats on your women? I feel like a lot of women today have tats. Like the majority of women today have tats. But again, maybe not tatted completely out. They might have something small here and there. Yes, statue. Any idea about Safe Moon and Safe Mars? Safe Mars, I don't like. Safe Moon, maybe. Yeah, I honestly, a lot of these coins that come out, I kind of dislike. Safe Moon, because it has the backing now of one of the founders of Barstool. That is like one of the steps needed in order for it to become a good coin. Again, if the game that they come out with is a good coin and they continue to burn all of these quadrillions of coins that they have, yes, I think that could be good. I think that's something that in the future, again, I'm not putting any money into it right now. Even when this card sells, I'm not going to put any into Safe Moon. But it could be in the future. In order for me to invest in it, it still has to be has to meet a bunch of those steps before I put money into it. Again, just my opinion. Maxwell Cook's laughing. Safe Mars is an interesting white paper. I'll stick to my OMI and Bitcoin though. Yeah, same. Buzz Garage says, I have one of the first tiles you gave away and paid, so very little for it. Oh, nice. Yeah, one of the first, my giveaways, just pay a penny and then you get it. Buzz Garage, yeah, speaking of nostalgia, that is what happens. I remember back in the day where I would just do videos and I wouldn't go live because I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know anything about it. And then I was like, go live. It's like, oh, all right, this is fun. And now I feel like, yeah, we get to know each other a little more intimately because it's not just me answering a question and a lot of times when I'm answering the comments, it has to be like a short thing because I have so many to get to. And I get to everyone. When it doesn't, things like this, when you're asked, the Q&A on every video, and we, kind of bounce ideas off each other, I feel it's a lot more personal, and so I like that as well. Shib ranks 20, Omi is 124. Wow. You will see a great reverse. Again, I don't know, Shib, where it'll go. Probably not anywhere. But as far as OMI, yeah, it's when it cracks the top 100, you might see a little bit of a bump. Cracks the top 50, you might see a little bump. But again, I guarantee you heard it here first, there is going to be several altcoins that are worth over $1 trillion by 2030. Guarantee it. Will OMI be one of them? Probably not. $1 trillion market cap's a lot, but I guarantee you Ethereum's on there. I guarantee you Binance is on there. We know Bitcoin has had it already, but I guarantee you Ethereum, Binance, maybe Cardano, maybe whatever else. But yeah, OMI's probably not going to be $1 trillion market cap by that point. I don't think so, but I guarantee you it is tens of billions, if not hundreds of billions market cap at that point by 2030. Again, just my opinion. I want them both to win. Yeah, I wish success for, as long as the developers' intentions are pure, I wish success for every altcoin, for everything in this space, because again, it helps the hobby. It helps the altcoin, and especially gaming and NFT hobby. So I like that. My voice is dying, so I do have a lot of stuff to get to. I love you all. Please comment and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. And everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I love you guys. When it's you and me, we don't need no one to tell us who to be. We'll keep turning up the radio. What if you and I just put up a middle finger to the sky? Let them know that we're still rocking. Simple, just tell the news. All right. Goodbye, guys, everyone. I love you. I'll see you all tonight. OMI exchange this month gives it till the end of the week. All right, I love you guys. Bye. Actually, it gives it until Monday, until Memorial Day. I love you guys. Bye. Thank you guys for the super chats. That means the world. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments good for the YouTube algorithm. Later, guys. I'll see you all 10:15 tonight after Gaming. Eastern Standard Time.